Today we're going all the way down the rabbit hole. We're going to be talking about starseeds. We're going to be talking about the Earth as a prison planet and the karmic loops that we experience as starseeds, lizards, aliens, free will, and some of the things that are coming up in the absent files and why does it affect us as starseeds and just the Earth in general. So if this is interesting to you, stick to the end. If it doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to listen to. But I wanted to make a video. I recently listened to a remote viewer by the name of Elizabeth April. She's a famous YouTuber, and I can link the video in the description. And it just really resonated with me, and I wanted to speak on the topic of starseeds in particular. So if you're a starseed, if you're an empath, a light worker, you may feel, a lot of times you may feel like you don't belong here. It's just too dense for you. Why am I here? You feel stuck on Earth. You feel a lot of the rules of the incarnation, just a lot of the pain and suffering just feels unnecessary, and you wonder what is the reason, why is it there? And you do want to help, you feel like your mission is to help, but you do feel stuck, and just you feel like you don't have a lot of power to shift and change. So if that's you, I am going to be talking about it, and I'm going to be offering some suggestions and offering some light, shedding some light on this topic, right? So if you're a starseed and you feel really trapped, right? What is the reason for it? A lot of light workers come to Earth to shape and shift and change things, like as a volunteer. But what happens is, if you do believe in quote-unquote conspiracy theories, if this resonates with you, it does resonate with me, and I've seen it, and it just brings through. But that's one of the explanations that makes sense to me, right? If you think about your free will and the karmic loops that happen in your life, right? In a way, nobody can interfere with free will, right? So the only way to make a soul recycle and keep on incarnating on Earth is if you pretty much, the soul goes through so much suffering that the soul is like quote unquote broken, not literally broken, but you have different pieces missing. So that's what usually happens in abusive situations or ritualistic abuse, or a lot of those things that we see being exposed right now. And usually the people that are suffering are children and their light workers. And the reason for that is that those beings, lizards, draconians, whatever you want to call it, they feed off the energy of suffering. So if you, and a lot of the light workers, right, one of the common link of light workers is they experience trauma in childhood, and then it keeps on repeating, and the karmic loops keep on just coming up, and it comes up in your life until you heal it, until you resolve it. So that's one way of keeping you here on this prison planet, is keep on incarnating, because you do need to come back, and the only way to come back and heal that part of your soul that's missing is to kind of experience almost the same type of traumatic event, right? So you can relive it, re-experience it, and heal it. And I thought about it a lot, and it makes sense. And deep down on the soul level, you do feel like it's true. And if that resonates with you, and you do feel like a starseed, and you do feel like all that information coming through is hitting a chord, is hitting a note, then know that you're not alone. And I do feel like this is the lifetime where we're being called to speak up, to heal, to get into the empowerment, and to really step up, right? And even though a lot of us are afraid of speaking up, think that we're weird, like all those things, now is the time to really claim that, speak from the heart, because the frequency of truth rings higher. So if you feel and you hear something that resonates, don't be afraid to state your truth, and don't be afraid to be visible and speak up. And I do believe now is the time, and I do believe that we're safe, and even though it does not look like it, good things are coming. So I hope this helps, and I hope it resonates with you, and it offers some explanation that makes sense and makes things more explicable and reasonable and better. And if this resonates, subscribe, and I'll be posting more content on the subject soon. I hope this helps. Aloha, sending much love to you guys. Aloha lovelies, today we're going all the way down the rabbit hole. We're going to be talking about starseeds, we're going to be talking about the Earth as a prison planet, and the karmic loops that we experience as starseeds, lizards, aliens,